Well, good morning, everybody. Terry Daniel here, voice actor and coach from Minneapolis. I'm talking with Eric Shepard, a very talented, not only a voice actor, but a talent agent and just an overall genius. You know, Eric, many days I want to kick your ass. And there are other days like this where I feel like you're a voiceover angel who has come upon us, descending from heaven to save the day.
I can't tell you how often I hear those exact words.
Verbatim, every day you get emails saying just that. And by the way,
assume there's some cut and paste template people are using.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Before we talk about VO Agent Alliance, and that's really the purpose of this interview, I saw that your lovely bride did a Facebook post about it, and of course, the first two comments underneath it. Hey, can I send you my demo?
Yeah, pretty much any time an agent pops their head out of a hole, that's the first reaction. Is they're like, I got him, get him quick.
Well, I feel, and
listen,
that way,
listen to my demo.
Oh yeah,
but,
that way I feel bad.
You can't blame folks. So it's tough to get on a roster, and it's tough to even get heard. So I understand it.
Well, you could be in your kitchen and you could take a selfie of yourself taking it, because I know what a great chef you are. You could be making homemade ravioli and somebody would comment underneath it, "Where do I send my demo?" But anyway, let's talk about the new organization that you're forming. In our last interview, we talked about the shit show that was, VDC. I don't even want to say their name out loud anymore. I'm just gonna use those letters like everybody else does.
If you say it 3 times, they appear. So be careful.
Yeah, no question about it. But their purchase of Voice Bank just maybe like a few weeks ago already, and you have now come out with VO Agent Alliance, being proactive. And tell us a little bit. The website looks great, by the way. Just tell us a little bit about what VO Agent Alliance is all about, and what the long-term objective is by having it around.
Well, we launched yesterday. Finally, we've been talking amongst ourselves. Agents don't really talk with each other. It's not like we hang out. Agents are fairly notorious for holding our cards fairly close. But we're in trouble here, man. My industry, the representation industry, is really in trouble. We're under attack. We're feeling the effects of lowering rates. We're feeling the effects of online casting and expansion and all these things that are affecting talent. Obviously, they're affecting us as well. But we're perhaps in a position to do something about it. And we figured, the best way to do it is really to get together. It's just the issues are so large and so looming that it's not really something that, just one agency could stand up and say, well, I'm not going to do this anymore. So the idea was, hey, we're stronger together. Let's band together. Let's say there are certain things that we believe in, certain tenets that we think should be adhered to, and there's a certain way to do business. And if we all do business this way, we could right this ship. We could turn things around and make things better for everybody. So that was the impetus. So me and some folks from In Both Ears and Go Voices started talking. We came up with the alliance, and then we had some friends, and they joined us. And then we launched yesterday, and we're hoping to grow our numbers fairly rapidly.
Well, and you came up with that brilliant hashtag, hashtag Voice Strong, which of course now everybody's using on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And it's so awesome to see the community come together and support agents like you.
That's a big, certainly a huge part of it. At this point, really, the drive is we need agents to support us. What was happening was, talent had been seeing these lowering rates, or they're seeing, that they're getting ripped off to the nth degree by certain entities, and they just started kind of accepting it. They took it. I'd done some videos. I kept calling it the new normal because it was just there's no other way that I could describe it. And so it was, it just became acceptable to accept these rates, to accept extra usage just being dumped on top, to accept being treated, like garbage, and having the lion's share of your money being taken away from you. But it's almost understandable when a talent does that, because as talent, we're kind of wired that way. We're wired to be people pleasers. We're used to all day them saying, hey, do it again, do it 40 more times, do it like that. And we're, what do you say all the time? Yeah, sure. Hey, no problem. How can I help you? Because it's a service industry in many ways. So talent are kind of wired that way. I think talent went to the point where it just became full on masochism. But then we started seeing the same behavior in agents. Agents are scared. They're only making a percentage of what's going on out there anyway, and they have mouths to feed as well. So they're starting to accept lower rates. They're starting to accept the encroachment of these large corporations set to destroy the industry. So when that started happening, that's really where the problem was. So again, what we're trying to do is say, hey, listen, that's enough. Let's right this ship. Let's all say we're going to operate ethically. We're going to operate in a way that really, at the risk of sounding grandiose, in a lot of ways, we think we're really out there to save our industry because the way it's going, man, it's really going to be the end for us.
Well, you got a lot of talent agents on board already in both ears, Go Voices. I mean, Umberger's there. I figured he would come aboard. So, I mean, this is a really good sign. I mean, you just launched this thing yesterday. It looks like you've got about 10 already on board. So for other talent agencies around the country, if they want to get involved with VO Agent Alliance, what is the best way that they should go about this?
Just contact us. We're here. We're waiting to talk to you. Again, we feel that we're stronger together. So we want, as many agencies as possible involved, but we only want the right agencies. There's a lot of agents that are not operating ethically. If you go to our page, VO Agent Alliance, and you see the home page or the About Us page, there's our pledge, our tenets. And it's very simple. It's basically stating that we're transparent, that we operate ethically, that we stand up for talent, that we stand up for the industry in general. And if it's an agency that is willing to adhere to those tenets, even perhaps to their own detriment, some of the things that some of the choices that we've had to make recently, have hurt us financially, perhaps in the short run. But again, these are kind of desperate times. So if an agent is looking to operate in the way that we think is really the only way to kind of save us all, then the doors are open, and we'd love to have them be a part of us.
Well, the beauty of it is, it's, with voiceover groups on Facebook and LinkedIn, nobody was really pleased with this news and, the negativity and, justified, of course, was flying all over the internet. But now with the beauty of VO Agent Alliance, we have something positive we can kind of throw out there that can go viral and that people can share and be a part of. And this is, it feels like we're filling up the glass.
I hope, this is a lot of people have said, oh, well, this was, put together after the takeover, or, you guys or the resistance kind of thing. We had been talking before that. So obviously that's something that concerns us because it concerns everybody. It concerns all agents. Agents are under attack. It concerns all talent because talent have already been taking, enough of a cut. But that's not our main goal. It wasn't that we said, okay, there's certain companies doing things that we don't like, and so now let's band together and fight against them kind of thing. It's not a two-sided thing. There's a lot of problems. Obviously the pay-to-play model is a huge problem, but there's that's only one of the problems that are facing talent and their agents. And again, we feel just by operating ethically, just by stopping for a second and saying, wait a second, what the hell is going on here? How are we doing business? And obviously it's not working because, the rates are going down. The rates are going down so low that people are stopping doing union projects. Clients that have been doing union forever are like, wait a second, I could get a VO now for like $500, man, forget it. And they're making the whole, the whole spot will go non-union. So we've gotten to a point now where we're just in so much trouble. So obviously the way that we've been doing business is not working. So something has to change here, and that's what we're trying to do.
Well, I can tell you somebody who would be very proud, and you and I lost a very, very good friend earlier in the week by the name of Zach Miller.
Yeah.
And he would have looked at this website and would have been so proud of what you're doing, Eric Shepard, with this whole organization. And I can't help to think that he is surfing above the clouds right now, smiling upon you and this website with everything you're doing.
Well, I hope so. We were working pretty hard on this and trying to get it out as quickly as possible. And then, of course, you got to cross your T's and dot your I's and stuff. And I was busy too. And you get news like that, and I just, oh man, it just takes the wind out of your sails, and you don't feel like working. And we said, well, what would Zach do? Zach would get up at 5 a.m. and freaking bust his shit out. Like that's that's what he did. He worked. He was up before the sun every day, and he worked, and he helped other people in the industry. I mean, he was known for that. He was one of the good guys. So, hopefully, he would think it was cool.
Well, I appreciate the time, Eric. The website is voagentalliance.com. Those of you that are not familiar with this, well, that's because he just launched it yesterday. So get on there and check out the site. Eric, best of luck to you. And this, I think this is going to be a huge success. And of course, you've got the support of the voiceover community and hopefully most of the agents around the country. So I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it as always.
All right. Take care. Talk soon.